And let me ask you this, and I'm sure this will resonate with a lot of people who are recovering from alcohol use disorder and their families, but why do you have to explain to people, and why is alcohol the one drug that you have to explain to people why you're not consuming it or why you're not partaking in it on a social level? So if somebody comes up to you and asks you, why aren't you drinking? All you have to say is, I don't drink. You really don't need to explain yourself to somebody, especially if you're in recovery or if you're a family member of someone who's been in recovery, or in my case, somebody succumbed to the disease. In fact, sometimes you almost get angry because you've been through so much, and I've unloaded on people before. I remember I was looking at I was looking at houses with my girlfriend a couple months ago, and the real estate agent, we got there a little bit early. She goes, "Okay, I know, I'm just getting set up. Here's a bottle of wine. Why don't you have a glass of wine?" And she was kind of all frustrated, and because she was running late. And I go, "Yeah, I'm sorry, ma'am, I don't drink wine." She goes, "You don't drink wine? What do you mean? It's free. Here, let's have some wine." And I go, "Yeah, I was married for 25 years, and my wife passed away from alcohol use disorder. It was a death I wouldn't wish upon my worst enemy. I'm sorry, white wine has a very toxic appeal to me. Okay, it's very much a trigger for me." And she just kind of went, "Oh, okay." So why do we have to explain ourselves? We shouldn't have to. And culturally, I think that needs to change. And the thing is, this is doubly true if you're in recovery. I mean, if you haven't had a drink in 6 months, a year, 2 years, I don't care if it's been 2 weeks. Number one, you probably shouldn't be in a social situation where they're serving alcohol, but obviously if it's for business or a family situation and someone asks you, you're not drinking, and they're trying to like guilt you in some way, oh, come on, just have one beer with us. Just say, no, I don't drink. And if they require an explanation or they don't know your background, say, I don't need to give you an explanation. I don't drink. That's all you need to know. It's just not something that I partake in my life. And that's where the conversation should end. And the thing is, people culturally need to have respect for that answer. It's the same thing when you go to, you go to a restaurant. A lot of restaurants, certainly in California, and many in New York. I've been all over this country: Florida, Georgia, Maine, Vermont, New Hampshire, Pennsylvania, in the last couple of years. And every time I went out to dinner, it's the same thing. "Oh, hello, sir. Would you like to have a glass of wine? We have a special today, or we make beer. We make our own beer right here. Would you like to have some house beer or something like that?" You're just like, "No, sorry, I don't drink." And they're almost like taken back. It's not the waiter's fault. I mean, they're really trained. I mean, that's how they make a lot of their income. That's how restaurants make their money. I get it. But that has to change, and we need to stop guilting people for the choices that they make. If we really sit back for a minute, why is alcohol the one drug where we have to have an excuse of why we're not drinking? I mean, if you walked in a room and everybody's doing a line of coke and you said, "No, I don't do that," or they're smoking dope or something, "I don't smoke dope," I mean, people would say, "Okay, that's okay," or crack, or whatever. "I'm sorry, I'm not doing LSD. I know you guys are into that, but I'm not doing that." You don't have to make those excuses for those types of things. It's like alcohol is so ingrained into us socially that it's weird if you're not drinking. This video is really designed to make that awareness aware. And that's really what this page is. But this one specifically, this is something that really needs to stop. And it's really a big function of this page, is the awareness that we're surrounded with, and understand the matrix that we live in. And if you really want to know more about the reasons why I don't drink, certainly socially, is because of the 25 years I spent with my wife. And they were really way more better years than there were years that were difficult. It was really the last 6 or 7 years. It's called Amanda, A Cautionary Tale of Alcoholism. And really, the book is really the last years when she was in late stage 3, stage 4, and when really all the toxicity and insanity took place. You can find the book on Amazon. It's also in my link tree right on my page. You can go to my website. It's right there, a PayPal button. Again, I go live Monday through Friday, right around 6:30, 9:30 East Coast. We have the Facebook group. It's called Amanda, A Cautionary Tale of Alcoholism. Again, it's in the link tree. And when you're ready to work with me one-on-one, I have the complete coaching program. It's designed to help the alcoholic and the family of the alcoholic. The call is free. Set it up. It's a Zoom call. Again, link is in the link tree. Call is free. The course is definitely not, but I'm looking for people who want to change their lives and the lives of their family. And again, thanks so much for listening.